Amara gave birth to Obiora, her joy knew no bounds. After 10 long years of barrenness, her prayers had finally been answered. Mama Ifunanya, her mother-in-law, who had mocked and insulted her, would no longer have the chance to call her names. To Amara, Obiora was her world, her first fruit, the miracle that silenced her enemies. When Amara returned home from the hospital with her newborn, she gathered all the domestic staff and gave them a stern warning. "This is a warning to all of you," she said, a voice sharp and unwavering. "Be extremely careful with my son. Don't touch him, scold him, or even raise your voice around him. If there's an issue, come to me. I will raise him the way I want." Her love for Obiora knew no bounds. Any staff who mishandled his belongings was dismissed immediately. As Obiora grew, his attachment to his mother deepened. His father Ekene Ike was often away, working hard to provide for the family. But the time Obiora turned 3, even Amara began to notice his unusual dependence on her. Obiora refused to play with other children, preferring to stay by her side. If she sat with Ike and shared a laugh, Obiora would stomp his feet and demand her attention. "Mama, come back," he would yell, throwing tantrums. Ike often scolded Obiora, urging him to be independent, but Amara always intervened. "He's just a child. Stop scolding him," she would say. Ike replied, "Amara, you are encouraging this behavior. He is no longer a baby. He needs to learn independence." But Amara brushed him off. "He loves me. Don't be jealous," she would say, laughing. A chick that stays too long under the mother's wings forgets how to fly, Ike warned. But Amara ignored him, determined to keep Obiora close. As Obiora grew older, his attachment turned into something unusual. He demanded all of Amara's attention and even began to act possessive. When Amara's maid came to take Obiora for his bath one evening, he cried and screamed, accusing the maid of pinching him. Without verifying the truth, Amara fired the maid on the spot. Her devotion to Obiora was unwavering. She bathed him, dressed him, and even slept beside him when Ike was away. One day, while playing on the bed with his tablet, Obiora innocently touched Amara's body and asked questions about her. She dismissed his actions as mere curiosity, believing he was too young to understand. By the time Obiora turned 15, the innocent attachment had turned into something troubling. He was no longer shy but bold and aggressive, especially when it came to his mother. His teachers reported his misbehavior, but Amara dismissed their concerns. "He's just strong-willed," she would say. But Obiora's behavior grew worse. He started following Amara everywhere, glaring at anyone who spent too much time talking to her. One afternoon, their neighbor, Mr. Uchenna, complimented Amara. "Ah, Your son is growing so tall and handsome." Before anyone could react, Obiora shoveled Mr. Uchenna against the wall, yelling, "Don't talk to her like that." Ike intervened and scolded Obiora, but Amara defended him again, brushing it off as protectiveness. Obiora's possessiveness reached its peak when Amara found a notebook in his room filled with disturbing entries. One page read, "No one can take her from me. I'll get rid of my father if I must." Amara froze. She dismissed it as teenage angst, but couldn't shake the fear growing in her heart. One evening, Obiora confessed his feelings to her. "Mama, I love you. Not like a son loves a mother. It's more." Amara was horrified. She realized the line had been crossed, and her blind devotion had nurtured something dark. Ike stepped in, enforcing stricter rules and urging Amara to create boundaries, but she struggled to let go. The situation spiraled out of control when Obiora tried to force himself on her. Ike returned home just in time and called the police, leading to Obiora's arrest. Amara was left devastated, blaming herself for everything. She sought help from pastors and therapists, but Obiora's behavior only worsened. He insisted that he and Amara were destined to be together. Amara realized the depth of her mistake. Through tears, she admitted, "If I had known, I wouldn't have exposed my body to him or ignored the boundaries. I thought I was protecting him, but I was ruining him." The story serves as a cautionary tale about the danger of unchecked love and the importance of setting boundaries. If you enjoyed the story, stay tuned for part 2, where we explore the steps Amara takes to heal her family and reclaim her son from the darkness.